It is the traditional time for spring cleaning, but this year you might want to go beyond just dusting those baseboards off and spring clean your life. That is the message from Peggy McColl, the best-selling author of 19 books, including her latest, Savy Wisdom. It has the power to change your life. Peggy joins us now live. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me, Sally.
Before we get to the spring cleaning advice, let's talk about your background. I understand before you were a best-selling author, your life was much different. You even at a low point were suicidal. How do you use that as you write these books?
Well, I believe that now I feel that it was a blessing in my life to go through what I went through. At the time, it didn't feel like it, but I made a decision to turn my life around. And after I did that, I thought, I'm certain there are other people that are in emotional pain that I could help. So because I invested the time and the energy to really clean up my thinking and to clean up my life, I have decided that I'm dedicating my life to helping others. So I incorporated my business, I write books, and I've been doing it now for well over 26 years.
All right, so you're quite the role model in this. Okay, let's get to this spring cleaning you say we can do. Your first one you say was we can clean up our routine. What do you mean by that?
Well, throughout the day, we're habitual creatures, right? We tend to do the same things over and over again. But if we sat down and we evaluate what are the things that we're doing every day in our routine, our habits, are they positive, are they progressive, or are they a waste of time? And how could we better incorporate some routines into our life that's definitely going to help us?
Okay, the next on the list is clean up your friends list. How do we do that?
Yeah, you don't need to get rid of your friends, but really what I mean by that is if there's something you're looking to accomplish, like I'm an author, I'm a writer, and like just maybe find some folks in your industry that have been doing things that you really desire to do, mastermind with them, and just collect some understandings and ideas from other people that could benefit you, establish some new friendships.
Okay, I like that one. And I love this next one. Clean up our thoughts about what we're saying to ourselves, our inner monologue. Why is that so important?
Well, apparently we think 70,000 thoughts a day, and the majority of those thoughts are negative. And we're not really understanding how we're playing a role in what we're creating or destroying in our life. So if we just pay attention to what the thoughts are, and the moment you notice a negative thought, trigger it and switch over to a positive thought. That's going to change the way you're thinking over to a more positive mental attitude. And attitude is everything.
No doubt. That can make such a difference. You say we need to clean up your goals. And when I saw that, I realized I don't think I've made goals in quite some time.
Yeah, most people don't have goals, but it's kind of like a ship without a course, right? It's like, where would you love to go? What do you want to accomplish? Just sit down and set some goals. Decide, what would I love? What would I love to create in my life? What would I love to have? Where would I want to go? What do I want to experience? And that just takes one of these things, a little pen, writing it down. I'm so happy and grateful now that you write your goals in the present tense and just make some decisions that your future self is going to say, thank you for.
Oh, I love that. And clean up your schedules. I feel like some of this has happened maybe naturally during the pandemic. I know our schedules are a lot different than they used to be.
So true. Yeah, and that really is, it speaks a little bit to the routine part too. Like Savvy Wisdom, I decided on November 1st, 2020, I was going to write this book. I'd never written a parable before or a fiction book. I did 18 nonfiction books. So what I did in my schedule was I looked at my schedule. I'm a busy lady with running a very successful business, and I just blocked off a few hours every day. I set a 10-day goal to get the book done, and 9 days later, I had the book written.
That is really impressive. I don't know if I can go that far, but I do like your idea of like, we've got to focus on ourselves more, which is a really hard thing to do for a lot of us, I especially think busy working moms.
Yes, true. That's absolutely true. You got a busy life, but I think it's important that we work on ourselves. We take the time to invest in ourselves because then we can give more and be more for those that are in our lives.
Definitely. Tell people where they can find out more information.
They go to my website, peggymccall.com.
Okay, simple enough. Peggy McColl, thanks so much for being with us. We got spring cleaning to do.
Sally.
All right, can't come up with a name for your new baby?